Okay, what's going on, everyone? So today I'm going to do a couple of things. The first video that I am going to make is going to be setting the stage for the next video. And the next video is what you're going to watch first. So if you're watching this video, more likely than not, it's going to be after the video that I am going to record next. Now, this is just what my intuition feels given the data that I have. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I would rather you go through the experience with me of setting up the infrastructure rather than me just explaining, oh, this is what I did. Because there's a very different process of actually going through something than me explaining what I did. And so I want to share that experience with you so that you can be on the same page with me of how I worked through certain problems. So let's dive right in, shall we? The first thing that I want to do is get completely oriented with all of my ideas. So I'm going into projects with Opus, and I'm literally using Whisper right now as I'm talking to you so that I can just dump a whole lot of context into Opus, and Opus will help me orient my thoughts, okay? So let me explain this. Basically, we're recording 2 videos right now, and one of the videos is setting up infrastructure, and the second video is like I don't know what the second video is yet, but my intuition just tells me that the infrastructure is what we're working on now, because this is the first video. So this is what I have. I have a YouTube channel with 6 different videos built of me vibe coding an app. And what this app does is it takes basically a writing input or a transcript, and it turns this writing input into 3 separate posts, one for X, one for Threads, and one for LinkedIn. And that is the purpose of this app. The purpose of this app, which we will call Social Compiler, is to take writing input and make and help produce more content at a quicker rate. Now, at the same time, we are building another system for video distribution. The intent is to have, similarly, an input that we are able. Okay, we're back. So this just goes to show the complexity of an operation like this. When I think about building a business, actually, it feels a whole lot like putting on a high-end entertainment product or putting on a show, because there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of moving variables. For example, like my camera had an auto sleep setting after 5 minutes. And because of that mishap of what just happened, I could either start from the very beginning, or which I didn't want to do, or I'm going to have to figure it out as we go, and it's going to add extra time and energy in the final edit, because I'm going to have to now edit both of these videos together. And so, you know what? That's okay. That's a part of the process. You have to keep rolling through the punches. Like I said, this is me documenting the experiences along the way. So right now, this video is kind of recording the process of building the system, so that moving forwards, I can bring someone into the business and they can see how I think as I'm building the systems. We're creating, what I'm doing with this video is building systems of systems. Okay? So let me try to reorient my Headspace into here. Okay. So at the same time, we are building another system for video distribution. The intent is to similarly to have one main input from which we get many smaller outputs, aka a long form piece of content that gets turned into 20 to 30 short form pieces of content. And ultimately, through both of these systems, I am able to put in 1 hour or 30 minutes to 1 hour worth of work and remove all of the time and energy it takes to edit to this content and distribute it, right? So we're looking to leverage the system to optimize output. What I want you to do, and I'm speaking to Opus right now, what I want you to do is help me organize my thoughts into something that is more systematic and coherent and palatable so that I can context dump to you and it becomes clear where to move forward. Ask me any questions you need to in order to gain more clarity on where it is that we're at so that we can be effective and simply make executive decisions so we get from 0 to 1 in our content systems as soon as possible. I don't understand what's happening. I got cut off again. It says that my hardware, my storage there's not enough storage, which doesn't make any sense because the directory to which I am saving the video file is an external hard drive that has over 500 gigabytes. So I don't understand what's happening here. But this is another example, We keep it pushing. I would say that your competency as a business owner is being able to roll with the punches. Keep getting hit and you keep pushing. You remain oriented no matter. It's like the show must go on. When you're on stage, they say an elephant needs to be able to walk into a room that you're not expecting an elephant to walk into, and you still keep putting the show on. The show must go on, and this is like a fundamental of business. And honestly, I have a theory that there's this force of resistance that, whatever you're doing, if you're experiencing resistance, it's almost a sign that you're on the right path. So anyways, let's keep it pushing forwards. Okay, so right now, what I have is somewhat of an MVP of the video content system and somewhat of an MVP of the social compiler, which is the writing distribution system. What I would like to do is ensure that basically when I upload a piece of long form content to YouTube, right now I'm using Opus to chop up that long form content and make short form content. One of the options with Opus is to transcribe the video. So what I have in mind is that we can make them both part of the same content distribution system, take the transcription of the video that's recorded and plug that into the social compiler. Next thing we know, all I have to do is record a 5 to 10 to 15 minute long video and post it on YouTube, and all of my distribution is my content system, the distribution system is set up and good to go. Now, to begin with, the processes will have to be manual, of course, but eventually I will be able to teach someone how to handle these systems, and they will be able to teach someone else, and potentially automate it using something like N8N, or, you know, delegate it out to someone on Fiverr or some shit like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit send here, and let's see what happens. Okay, so the beauty of doing what I just did is that it kind of like, I just context dump, and Opus helps me orient myself. So like, and now it's also like, it's caught up to where I'm at, and it's remaining organized, which is good for me because now I can reprocess my thoughts and reorient myself within my own clump of ideas. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I am going to enter the social compiler app. Now, the last time that I came here, the app was bugging out a little bit. And so, run dev. What I'm figuring this out. Oh shit. I don't want to run that. I'm gonna pause this and kind of get oriented and come back. Okay, I feel excited. This is exciting to me. So a couple months ago, I built the social compiler. I haven't touched the code at all since, and I built this app in a day, okay? So this is where my head is going. I'm going to do what I can to make a 0 to 1 iteration of my content distribution system. So from here, the game plan is to go to Opus, which, by the way, I am not an expert with Opus. I've used this one other day, and the other video on this YouTube channel that talks about Opus is like the amount of experience that I had. So when I'm navigating through here, I'm like, if you've never seen this before, you and I are pretty much on the same page. And I just want to be transparent about that, because sometimes in order to leverage software, you don't need to know how everything works. You just need to be able to navigate quickly. You orient yourself enough in new environments such that you are able to navigate quickly and orient yourself quickly. So this is what we do. I literally recorded a video this morning, okay, about where I'm at in my business. It's called, this is the title. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this link. I just uploaded it to YouTube. I recorded this video, get shareable link. I'm going to go to Opus. I'm going to drop the link in. And we will select 30 seconds to, oof. Yeah, we'll do this. Now, okay, I just thought of something else, okay? So bear with me. Come back here and say, I want part of the system to be such that if the video is 0 to 5 minutes, we'll create long to short form content. We'll do one pump of it through Opus. If it's 5 to 10 minutes, we'll run it twice. And if it's 0 to sorry, if it's 10 to 15 minutes, then we'll do it 3 separate times. The point of this is to basically, we'll get 30 options to pick from if the video is 15 minutes. 30 short form videos if the video is 15 minutes. Now, another option, another thing that we can do is that when the video is transcribed, we can take that transcription, put it into ChatGPT, and identify and basically come up with a system prompt for Opus. Because basically, when it comes to the AI clipping that Opus does, we have the option to prompt it in its clipping to include specific moments. And so if we're able to somehow upload the transcript to ChatGPT or to Anthropic and get the LLM to, from the transcript, pull create a prompt for Opus to scan the video and clip. I know that Opus is hanging with me. Yeah, I don't know if you're hanging with me, but I'm with it. Something that is unfortunately ironic about this is that the model that I'm using of Anthropic is Opus 4.5, and coincidentally, a completely different product is the video clipper that I'm using over here. This is called Clip Opus Pro, and then Anthropic model that I'm communicating with is Opus 4.5, which is just unfortunately coincidental and ironic, but it is what it is. So, yeah. Okay. So I know that was confusing, but I'm going to show you what I just told it to do. So I'm going to go ahead and send this and then just go ahead and show you. So we've uploaded this clip, and right now I'm just going to go ahead and upload, okay? And that'll take about 8 minutes to do its thing. And in the meantime, like I said, I haven't touched Social Compiler, but basically what we'll do is, okay, we got cut off again, but that's okay. This is what we're doing. We're waiting for the transcript. Once this gets done, we'll take the transcript, we'll put it into ChatGPT, and we'll give it a system prompt. And based off that system prompt, we'll go back into this video. Because the video is 13 minutes long, actually, I'm just gonna wait and I'm gonna show you so that you can see where my head's at. I'm just gonna show you. Oh man, I feel good about this. Okay. So, this is what we'll do. Come over here, and look, it says download transcript. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download the transcript. Just make it new folder. Script. Transcripts. Okay. Sweet. And now I'll go back to here, go into my transcripts, drop this in here. Secondly, before I do that, I'll come to long to shorts, drop the same YouTube link, into here. Now, What did I say? Boom. AI clipping. Screenshot that, drop it into here. Now I'm giving the Anthropic model context. So, this is the transcript of the video I uploaded to the video editor. And this is a screenshot of what the Opus page that's prompting for specific moments. So based off of the transcript, what I want you to do is I want you to identify 3 or create 3 system prompts to provide the most optimal video output based off of the transcript for 3 separate long to short form generation processes. And I'm just going to send it. The reason I love talking to LLMs is a lot of times people can't, well, a lot of times the LLM can hang with an abstract concept if you fuck with the vision and you're consistent enough. Because like, see, it knew exactly what I was talking about, even though I said it in what maybe would be conventionally deemed a confusing way. So I'll literally founder mindset philosophy. Okay, so now before we move forward with this, let's continue. Let's bounce. Let's do this. I'm gonna copy this entire transcript, and come over to Social Compiler. Actually, my free write entries are tied to Social Compiler, so I'm just cool. I'm gonna put the transcript into this right here, and then we'll go to this. We'll refresh. Yep. See? And I'll just generate 5 drafts. The point here, okay, is to get from 0 to 1. This is an MVP. We can refine the system prompts of the Social Compiler. We can refine the systems once the systems exist. We have to bring to life the MVP once the systems exist. Okay. So, fuck. Right now, my MVP is broken. I'm supposed to be able to hit generate 5 drafts and it give me the shit. So we're gonna have to debug this, but let's debug this later in the video. And I know we're context switching like a madman here, but this is part of running a business and building systems. So I'm gonna come back over here. Actually, no, you guys are gonna see this. I'm actually gonna completely context switch and go into the code and see if I can debug and get my context compiler working again. So just bear with me. I'm running the Social Compiler app. I just selected an entry and I clicked generate, and it's not producing, it's not giving me any output. So what I want you to do is scour the logs, scour the logical configuration of the app, and report back with the diagnosis for why the app is not working or not producing what it should. Make sure you're completely oriented. Don't change any code right now. but report back with the root of the issue and the complete and correct resolution and game plan for getting an actual result when I hit generate. Just send that. And now we wait. Okay, apparently it was just using an outdated model. Hopefully that fixed it. Let's go ahead and refresh the page. Select the entry and generate, see if it works. Nope, didn't work. So now we go back in and say, okay, it didn't work. I just tried it, it didn't work. Do I need to commit? What's the problem? Seems like it was just a quick little fix. We're gonna try again. Come on, come on, come on. Fingers crossed. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I have a good feeling about this. I have a good feeling about this. Watch it hang for the next 5 minutes. Okay, we're back. We took a lunch break and I had to charge my GoPro because it was overheating. But I think that we're almost done with this video and I'm gonna do what I can to finish it up before my GoPro dies again. I have about 15% on my battery, so let's go. Good news is that it worked. I just, it was using an outdated API model. So we updated it and look at this. So what do we have? We have this, we have a Threads post, a LinkedIn post, and an X post. Great. Now this is part of the system. Obviously you take those to each of those platforms and like long term we'll figure out a way to automate that. But what have we just done? I didn't even have to write for 15 minutes. I just took the transcript from this video. So taking it back to what we were doing beforehand, now we'll, just for like shits and giggles, you can figure out how to optimize these prompts, but let's go ahead and just like take this one. Or like, yeah. Let's take the first one. Drop it in here. Include specific moments. Actually, I want to optimize the prompt a little bit. I think that the prompts, the specific prompts can be optimized. I think they can be better. So I'm gonna do that. Obviously, I could have provided a more clear system prompt. Okay, I don't like the optimization. So basically what I would do here is I would kind of just keep iterating until I got a system prompt that I liked. But for all intents and purposes, let's just copy this, put it in, and go with this template now. And go ahead and just send it. So now we do it again. We'll get more pieces of content. Like I said earlier, the game plan is, because this video was like 13 minutes long, we could do this 3 separate times. We have 10 different ones over here. I don't even know how many there are. But I fuck with it. I fuck with it, I fuck with it, I fuck with it. We can get all these, and we like, the hard part is pretty much done. Like using a platform like N8N or systematizing this further, this becomes more of a tedious thing rather than like an actual complexity thing. The majority of the complexity has been taken care of, I'm gonna say. Dude, I am excited. Can you see how complex, like, all this crap was? Where we were at the beginning of this video? If you made it through all the way to the end, just, like, cheers to you. Hats off to you. Let's see what one of these comes out to. Let's see if it's good. Let's say I have this long form video, maybe 10, 12 minutes, post it on YouTube. I have some sort of system. That will take this long form video and turn it into... Bro. Oh! Nah. Dude, I'm just like, can we just take a moment? I'm smart, yo. Nah, okay. Let's wrap this puppy up. Let's wrap this puppy up, shall we? Come on. And now we go in and we see what our options are. I provided the infrastructure through which guided meditators, people who are building their own guided meditation. Yeah, so this is good because it prevents your shorts. How do I say this? It just like organizes the content. You can like further optimize or organize the output that you're looking for. Anyways, this is I think that you fuck with the vision. I think you can see the vision and we can just keep it pushing from here. I mean, I would today is a success. This is a fucking success. This is a major win. Think about the long-term trajectory of leveraging this system. From this point forward, all I have to do is show up record a 10 to 15 minute video of me talking to the camera, which is no problem. And then let's fucking go. Okay. See you next time.